Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Behind the Bulletin. Today, we bring you a massive love bombshell that has shaken all corners of social media and sent fans into complete chaos. Hou Minghao and Yuexiao have officially confirmed their relationship, and this unexpected announcement is dominating headlines across Asia. How did their secret romance begin? Why did they choose this moment to go public? And what was the shocking reaction from fans worldwide? With us, because we're about to uncover every twist, every clue, and every heart-stopping detail, starting right now. The explosion began at exactly 10:43 p.m. when the entertainment world was settling into its usual nighttime buzz, gossip accounts updating, fan groups chatting quietly, and everyone expecting just another routine evening. Within seconds, everything shattered. A single post, barely 30 words long, detonated across social media like a meteor crashing into a calm ocean. Hou Minghao and Yuexiao confirmed they have been dating in secret. More details to follow. Before anyone could even process it, the internet went into meltdown. Comment sections erupted with disbelief. Fan pages froze from overload. The biggest forums crashed entirely. Screenshots flew across every platform like wildfire. And as the rumor turned into headlines, people across China, and then across Asia, stared at their phones speechlessly. No one saw this coming. Not today. Not this suddenly. Not from these two. For years, Hou Minghao and Yuexiao had been admired for their chemistry and dramas, their playful banter during interviews, effortless compatibility on screen. Fans joked about it, created edits, begged for a romantic collaboration again someday, but it was all speculation. Both stars always insisted they were just colleagues, just friends, just actors doing their job. But now, the truth had detonated with such force it felt unreal. Only minutes after the bombshell broke, a grainy clip surfaced online, allegedly taken just hours before from a private parking garage. The video showed two familiar silhouettes walking side by side. They were close. Too close for coincidence. And then, at the end of the clip, before the person filming was forced away, Minghao gently placed his coat over Yuexiao's shoulders. That single gesture obliterated the public. Fans screamed. Anti-fans hyperventilated. Shippers fainted. Reporters sprinted. Hashtags skyrocketed into global trends. Minghao Yuexiao confirmed. Love Bomb 2025. They were dating all along. But the real shock came when the couple's agencies suddenly, and shockingly, confirmed everything. A simple, elegant statement appeared on both accounts. After careful consideration, Hou Minghao and Yuexiao have decided to share the relationship with the public. They have supported each other deeply and ask for understanding and respect going forward. That was it. No apology. No denial. No softening of the truth. They were together. The entertainment world erupted with noise so loud it felt like thunder. But the chaos had only just begun. Because minutes later, a live stream from a famous paparazzi group revealed something even more explosive. A hidden detail no one expected. According to a source, anonymous, trembling, terrified, Minghao and Yuexiao hadn't started dating recently. Their relationship supposedly began over a year ago. Long before anyone suspected. Long before their last collaboration. And long before their subtle moments were caught on camera. The internet exploded again. People began digging through old interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, airport photos, award shows, searching for hints, evidence, anything they had missed. And suddenly, everything made sense. The glances, the inside jokes, the soft expressions, the way Minghao always stood just slightly closer to Yuexiao than he did to anyone else. Fans gasped as they rewatched old footage, piecing together the truth hidden in plain sight. But nothing compared to what happened at midnight. A private message leaked, allegedly from a staff member who had worked on a recent show with him. The message claimed that during filming, the production team already knew about their secret romance and had promised to protect them. But someone broke that promise. Anonymous sender wrote. They wanted to tell the world on their own terms. Someone forced their hand. The message spread like wildfire, sparking a new wave of speculation, suspicion, anger, and fear. If someone had leaked the relationship without their consent, who was it? Why now? And what else were they planning to reveal? Celebrities began reacting instantly. Some congratulated them warmly. Others expressed shock. and a few remained suspiciously silent. But right as the frenzy reached its peak, another video leaked. This time in high resolution. A video that changed everything. It showed Minghao and Yuexiao inside a quiet cafe, not from days ago, but from that very evening. Minghao held Yuexiao's hand across the table. She touched his cheek gently. They were talking softly, unaware they were being recorded. The audio caught it. Yuexiao whispered, voice trembling. Doing the right thing. Minghao leaned forward. Tense, gaze unwavering. We don't have a choice anymore. But whatever storm comes, we face it together. The clip ended there, but the emotional impact was seismic. Suddenly this wasn't just a celebrity romance. A love story thrown into chaos by betrayal, pressure. An invisible threat lurking behind the scenes. And the world couldn't look away. Backlash began instantly. Hate comments surged. Shippers went to war with anti-fans. Some accused them of lying for more than a year. Some demanded privacy. Some demanded answers. It was chaos. A storm unleashed with no warning and no protection for the two people at the center. Meanwhile, Minghao and Yuexiao retreated from the public eye, locking themselves inside a private residence. Location was unknown, until paparazzi leaked a photo of a luxury black van entering a secluded villa area, with security surrounding it like a fortress. Reporters speculated wildly. Were they hiding together? Were they planning a press conference? Were they breaking up under pressure? Was there another secret to reveal? Every second brought a new rumor. By dawn, the entire world waited, breath held. Finally, at 7:14 a.m., Minghao appeared on his personal live stream. His face was pale, his eyes tired but burning with determination. He sat alone in a dimly lit room, lips pressed tightly together as he stared into the camera. Thousands flooded the live stream instantly. Waste a second. I need to speak, he said. Voice steady but thick with emotion. This wasn't how we wanted things to happen. He exhaled sharply, shaking his head. We were forced to confirm before we were ready. Comment section exploded. Forced? By who? Why? He continued, jaw tightening as he fought to stay composed. Someone leaked our private photos. Someone tried to expose us behind our backs. That's why everything came out last night. He paused, then looked directly into the camera, eyes blazing. But let me say this clearly, Yuexiao did nothing wrong. She shouldn't be blamed. If anyone needs to take responsibility, it's me. One who told her it would be okay. I was the one who wanted to protect her. Comments flooded with hearts, support, tears. Then he revealed the line that shattered millions of viewers. I love her. Whether the world accepts it or not. I'm not letting her go. Fans screamed. Anti-fans fell silent. The live stream chat accelerated so fast the screen nearly froze. But the storm was far from over. Because just as Minghao finished speaking, his expression shifted. His eyes darted slightly off screen. One had entered the room. It was Yuexiao. Her eyes were swollen from crying. Hair tied back loosely. Her face bare, vulnerable. Honest, unfiltered. She sat beside him quietly, slipping her hand into his. He didn't let go. With trembling lips, she whispered. I want to hide because of shame. We just wanted something that belonged only to us. Tears filled her eyes as she continued. We never asked for the world's permission. We only asked for time. Minghao wrapped his arm around her, pulling her closer, an intimate, protective gesture that immediately went viral. And then Yuexiao said the line that made the entire country fall silent. If this is our storm, then we'll weather it together. Millions watched as they leaned into each other, exhausted, frightened, but united. For the first time since the chaos began, a quiet calm settled over the live stream. Not peace, not safety, but a shared breath of resilience. Because despite the betrayal, the leaks, panic, and the pressure, Hou Minghao and Yuexiao were choosing love. The world, stunned, captivated, and breathless, could only watch as their story continued to unfold, one shock at a time. The live stream ended. But the world didn't calm down. In fact, the real chaos began the moment Hou Minghao clicked the screen dark. The room fell silent except for the faint hum of the camera cooling down. Yuexiao leaned her head on his shoulder, letting out a trembling breath she had been holding for hours. Shouldn't have said so much, she whispered quietly. No choice, Minghao replied, pulling her closer. But the tension in his jaw betrayed his fear. At least now, it's our truth. Even 3 minutes passed before Minghao's phone exploded with notifications. Dozens. Then hundreds. Every vibration made his heart jump. What now? Yuexiao asked weakly. He glanced at the screen, and froze. A new anonymous account had appeared. No followers. No profile picture. Just one chilling message. Touching liver stream. But the truth you hid is still waiting. Minghao's spine stiffened. Xiao's breath hitched sharply. The couple stared at each other in horror before another notification popped up. Tonight was only Act 1. Minghao's hands shook so badly the phone nearly slipped. Haunting us. Who would do this? Yuexiao whispered. Voice almost breaking. Who hates us this much? He didn't answer. He couldn't. Because deep down, he feared the truth. This wasn't a random fan, a jealous hater, or a bored rumor monger. This was someone with access. With knowledge. Someone who had been close enough to record them in secret. Leak private pictures. Plant surveillance. Threaten them publicly. Someone from inside. Before they could process it further. A knock thundered against the door. Not a timid knock. A desperate one. Loud. Fast. Urgent. Minghao stood instantly. Yuexiao behind him. Who is it? It's Manager Chen, a frantic voice yelled. Open the door, now. Minghao swung the door open. Manager stumbled in, pale, sweating. Clutching a laptop like a lifeline. You need to see this. He gasped. Immediately. He placed the laptop on the table and opened a live security feed. It showed a dim hallway. Empty. But then, slowly. Figure walked into view, faceless, hooded. Carrying something in their hand. What is that? Yuexiao whispered. Gripping Minghao's arm. Manager Chen zoomed in. It was a phone. Connected to their private cloud. The hooded figure held it up to the camera. As if greeting them. Taunting them, challenging them. Then they pressed a button. A video automatically uploaded to social media, before anyone could stop it. What did they post? Minghao demanded, voice shaking. Chen quickly checked the trending feed. There it was. Pinned to the top. Millions of views within seconds. A video of Minghao and Yuexiao in a heated argument. Staged. Not acted. Real. From months ago, filmed inside a locked rehearsal room. The audio was harsh, raw, emotional. Don't understand what you're risking, Minghao shouted in the video. And you don't understand how much this hurts me, Yuexiao cried back. The internet went ballistic. Isn't possible, she whispered. Her voice cracking. That room was locked. No phones were allowed. How did they get this? Before anyone could answer, another notification popped up. Remember your secrets? I do. Yuexiao's knees weakened. Minghao caught her, pulling her into his chest as she trembled uncontrollably. Nightmare wasn't done. A second message appeared instantly. If you won't confess what really happened, I will. The room froze. What did we do? Yuexiao asked in a terrified whisper. Minghao stared at the screen. Expression darkening. Breathing slowing, his fists curling. There's nothing to confess. Said firmly. Nothing. This person is just twisting everything. But the doubt flickered in his eyes, not because he believed they did something wrong. But because he knew whoever this was, had access to things no outsider ever should. Suddenly, Manager Chen spoke, his voice shaking. There's something you both need to hear. Something I didn't tell you earlier. He hesitated, then continued with difficulty. The person who leaked the first photo wasn't a stranger. It came from someone on our team. Silence. Heavy. Sharp. Dangerous. Who? Minghao asked. His voice dropping to a cold whisper dangerous enough to silence the entire room. Chen swallowed. We think it was someone who worked closely with you during the last drama. Someone you trusted. Yuexiao's breath caught. No, that's impossible. Everyone on that team was loyal. They cared about us. Not everyone, Chen said grimly. There was one person who left suddenly. No explanation. And before they disappeared. Downloaded files from the studio server. Minghao's face hardened. Fury burning through his chest. What was their name? Chen's voice dropped to a trembling whisper. Chen Yiren. Yuexiao pressed a hand over her mouth. No. Yiren? She was my assistant for 2 years. She traveled with us. Saw everything. Minghao's heart pounded with white-hot rage. She betrayed us. She's the one who filmed us. She's the one posting everything. She's the one threatening us. But the horror deepened when the next message popped up on their phones simultaneously, from the same anonymous account. "Miss me?" Yuexiao screamed. Minghao's blood turned cold. Because attached to the message, a live photo. A photo taken from outside their window. Just seconds earlier. She was here. Watching. Waiting. The couple rushed to the curtains, pulling them back. But the window was empty. Silent. Still. Only the faint imprint of a shoe on the balcony railing revealed she had been there. And that she had vanished again. Spun. Their breaths caught. Their world collapsed further. Because this wasn't a scandal anymore. It wasn't gossip. This wasn't an accident. This was a hunt. And Hou Minghao and Yuexiao, the targets. Thank you for staying with us through this intense, emotional, and unpredictable journey surrounding Hou Minghao and Yuexiao. The story has unfolded with shocking twists, heartfelt moments, and a storm of revelations that no one could have expected, and your continued curiosity and support are what make it possible for us to bring these powerful narratives to light. Here at Behind the Bulletin. Committed to uncovering every layer, every truth, and every hidden moment behind the headlines. Your engagement inspires us to keep delivering the most dramatic, compelling, and unforgettable stories in the world of entertainment. Stay tuned, because every chapter leads to another revelation, and we'll be right here to bring it to you first.